What's going on, everybody? Welcome to NBA Free Agency. And today we getting into it, man. We got a lot of moves going on. Jaylen Brown on the move. Knicks losing players. Celtics gaining players. Sixers making moves. The East is crazy right now. You got Miami. You got, of course, the Knicks. You got the Celtics. Charlotte making moves. The goddamn Bulls making moves.
Mm-hmm.
We here to talk about all of it, man. Toronto, everybody's making moves except these cats right here. They're the only ones sitting on the back of the bus. But anyway, we're going to talk about that, man. Let's get into it, man. What's good with you, Pat? What's good with you, Cave? Talk to the people.
Not much, man. Just talking about this NBA free agency. I like what my Mavericks have done. We got a big man from the Memphis Grizzlies that can stretch the floor. And he got a little bit of moves to him. He can get in the post and do a couple of things. Actually, I'm excited about both the teams I root for, the Mavericks and the Bulls. Looks like both of us got a chance to get into the play-in at least this year. So, yeah, I'm excited.
How you feeling, Cave, man? What's good with you, bro?
Man, I got mixed emotions right now. I'm going from a high, euphoric high, from winning the championship to reality setting when you lose some players. But that's what happens when you win a championship sometimes. And I hate it. Teams win championships and they break up the team, but not so much breaking up the team, but you're losing key players. And that's not always a good thing if you want to run it back, or repeat, makes it harder and stuff like that. And it looks like the Knicks done open up a Pandora's box, so now everybody is making changes, man. Like after the Knicks won the championship, it's like everybody now want to make changes.
Go crazy. That's wild, bro. But let's get into it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna hit the intro real quick. This is NBA Heat Check, baby. We here to check the temperature of NBA free agency. Let's get it. Man, we are heating up right here on Heat Check, and look there, you talking about it, man. Breaking news, man, from Shams Charania. Memphis are trading Santi Aldama to the Dallas Mavericks for AJ Johnson, protected 2030 Warriors first round pick and 2 future second round picks, sources tell ESPN. So our resident Mavericks fan on here, Mr. Pat. How do you feel about this move, and how do you feel overall about what the Mavericks have done so far in free agency? We're gonna start there as I bring up some more stuff from here.
I've liked what we've done. We're getting some people around Cooper Flag that can spread the floor, let him do what he do. As far as getting to the post, he's getting better with his jump shot. And this guy will do nothing but help. He'll be there to get some rebounds, although he's not as tough as you want. But, hey, there's the Wemby effect in the West, so everybody wants to get that 7'2", 7'3" type guy to put out there to guard Wemby and can stretch the floor. So when you try to double team, this is a guy he can kick out to where he's very solid when it comes to shooting the three. And he can put the ball on the floor and get into the hole. So I like what they did. I did think we had to give up our first round pick this year, AJ Johnson. I think that's the guy from Michigan that we drafted. So we gave them AJ Johnson and a Warriors pick. Who knows what that pick will be in 2030 though? That might be a high pick. Who knows if Curry and them retire before then? But I like the pickup. I like this guy, and let's see what he can do out there with Cooper Flag, man. We've made some moves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How you feel about this move, Cave?
Man,
what the Mavericks have done here?
Man, this guy. I've always liked this guy though, man, because he's a stretch. He's a 3-point shooter. That's all he's gonna be out there. A 3-point shooter that can let that thing fly, bro. You guys got a great one, man. A 7 foot that can just stay out there. He stays on the perimeter most of the time and hit those threes and stuff like that. So, Memphis just broke up the whole team completely, and now they just rebuilding. Now they just going with what you call it. But hey, this is a great move for the Mavericks. They needed some more scoring and shooting and stuff like that, and this guy can definitely stretch the floor off of Cooper Flag and give him the spacing that he needs to penetrate and go down the lane and dunk, man. So, this is a slam dunk home run move for the Mavericks. That 2031 pick, it ain't even gonna be worth it, bro. Don't even worry about it. That's more like a low first round pick by the time this thing has. So this is a great addition for the Mavericks, man.
Yeah, man, great addition for the Mavericks, and we got more news. Of course, the big one coming down right now is Jaylen Brown. The Boston Celtics have agreed to trade Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George, 2 first-round picks, and 2 second-round picks, sources tell ESPN. Now, Jaylen Brown wanted out. I was thinking he probably wanted to go to more of a contention type team, but maybe he didn't have a say-so in the situation. So, with that being said, and I'm sorry, I'm a Nets fan. Why the freak did the Brooklyn Nets not get involved and make this deal happen? Paul George and 2 first-round picks. The Nets had plenty of ammo. You got basically a younger Paul George and MPJ, and you got massive draft capital. So this one kind of bugs me. And then you go to Philly. Why, if you Boston, you trading your superstar to Philly, your rival, who just beat you? I don't know what these teams is doing. And then you got this dude LeBron want to go to Golden State. What is going on in the NBA right now, man? Like, but y'all talk about this one, man. Jaylen Brown. Now, as far as the fit is concerned, I like it because he's a better two-way than what they got in Paul George from Philly's standpoint. But you still got Embiid over there, so I still don't trust that team. But this definitely makes them better. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think this trade makes the 76ers a lot better. You got Maxey, now you got Jaylen Brown and Joel Embiid. I can't stand that dude. I'll forever say I can't stand that dude. It's the biggest 7'3" flopper I've ever seen. But with those 3 out there with the 76ers, I do think that makes them a better team. I do think Jaylen Brown actually brings more scoring than Paul George and better defense, and he stays healthier. So, yeah, I think the 76ers win this trade automatically. Let's just see if Paul George can, fit into that Boston system. He will shoot a 3, so let's see how good Paul George can stay over there with Boston. If he can stay healthy, I don't think Paul George is a bad prize for the Boston Celtics either. I don't know what happened with the relationship between Jaylen Brown and the Celtics. It just got weird. I would think they would be like, hell yeah, let's roll with Brown and Tatum again, because Brown held us down the whole season. Tatum was gone, but I guess he decided he wanted to leave, man. I don't know. Maybe the relationship between him and Tatum got bad. I don't know. what happened with that relationship with those guys, because I didn't see a reason for him to be mad, and I didn't see a reason why the Celtics would want to get rid of him, but it happened. So
it did happen, and it's just crazy, bro. It's crazy because you're still in the East, and this is a team that Boston still has to deal with that's formidable in their conference, and matter of fact, they're in the same division. So
they're gonna see each other 4 times.
Yep.
That's crazy, bro. What do you think, Cave, man? How did you feel about this move, man? And being in the Eastern Conference, you know, we New Yorkers, we got the Knicks and, you know, this bum ass team, the Nets on our back, man. So how do you feel about this move, man? And we're gonna talk about some of the other moves in the Eastern Conference, man. People trying to catch up with the Knicks, son. What's up?
Yeah, I'm definitely with you, NYG, man. I don't know why the Nets didn't get involved and get this thing done, man. They have all the ammunition to make this trade. This would have been a great move for the Brooklyn Nets. Don't know what they sitting on all them draft picks. Trade the draft picks, man. This is what you got to strike while the iron is hot, you know, because now there's nobody really available now. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got
Zion Williamson. That's it.
Yeah. But I think, to me, this was a salary dump for Boston because, you know, they've been paying some luxury taxes and stuff like that. And this is like the final straw where they could, like, you know, we could get some relief because Paul George going over there is just for, you know, his contract this year is 50. And I think next year, then it's expiring for next year. He only got 2 years left on it. So that's what it was, you know, to get Boston from out under that and stuff like that. But hey, this is a big win for the 76ers, man, because now you look at they set at 3 positions now with Maxey, Edgecombe, and Paul George. So really only person left is Embiid. So all they got to do is get rid of Embiid after this season or during the season and get either big time power forward or not. And like I said, they totally transformed their team, man. So this is a great move for the 76ers. I was just looking at Mitch's thing, and Mitch is going crazy over there. Going crazy over there. But they loving this, man. They loving this, man. Like I said, this is definitely a salary dump because anybody knows Paul George is not the player he used to be. It's all about that salary, the $50 million to get off the books by the end of next season, because after this season, he'll be on an expiring contract. So that's what it was, man. So Boston will start retooling their team around Jason Tatum and start building back up. You know, Brad Stevens is going to do that. But, hey, man, like I said, I'm with you. I don't know what's going on in today's NBA, man. Back in the day, teams would never trade amongst each other within the same division and all this stuff, man. It's just too much friendly.
Players.
Right. These are just too much. I don't know what's going on. It's like all the moves being made is just like, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can't even explain. I think this is the craziest we've ever seen it in the NBA trade and free agency and stuff like that, man. So, yeah, man. But it's a great trade for the Sixers. For the Celtics, this is more like a breaking down of the team to build around Tatum and stuff like that. You know, by next season, they'll start doing some things. But like we just talked about, a lot of guys are already on the move. So what moves are they going to have to make, though? There's not too many left.
Yeah. Yeah. In other moves, speaking of Philly, your boy Kelly Oubre agrees to a 2-year deal to sign with the Pacers. So I guess that, you know, clears some of the room for the Jaylen Brown situation. Also, we got Tobias Harris agreeing to a 2-year, $31 million deal with the San Antonio Spurs.
I told you he would go to the Spurs.
And kind of a weird fit for me because it's a little redundancy there when you got Champagnie and Vassell and, of course, Harper and Castle. So I don't know. I think San Antonio needs to get a little tougher, but they did do some things in the draft, man. We talked about it. So I think this, as a veteran presence, if they got to get rid of Fox. They got Fox out of there, bro, somehow. But if you can't get rid of Fox, if he's stuck there, then you're bringing in more veteran presence. Tobias Harris, you know, went at his best, you know, pretty good shooter, decent scorer. Not a fantastic defender, but I mean, he's not that bad either. I I don't think that the Spurs really needed to make this type of move, but we'll see how it turns out. This move, I'm kind of giving like in that little C plus range because it's you don't need this dude. But what do y'all think?
I think it was a great move for them because it brings scoring off that bench for the San Antonio Spurs. So when you do bring Harper Jr. Off the bench, you can bring in Tobias Harris with him and still have some pretty good prominent scoring. You still got Champagny. You still got the three guards. They're all still there. I think it's a very good move. He's a veteran. He got playoff experience, so he can teach those young guys about playoff experience, even though they made it to the finals this past year. I think it's a hell of a move, man. I told you that dude was going to go to the Spurs. They needed that scoring off the bench. But what you think, Kay?
I think this is a great move for the Spurs, but I think he's going there to be a starter. Everywhere he's going, he's been a starter. So he's going to start into that small forward spot because they really don't have forwards. That's their biggest problem.
So you can do that too.
Something's going to change in that starting lineup. They're going to have to go with Harper and Castle in the backcourt. Champagne probably going to have to come off the bench because, like I said, even though he's the shooting guard, but they could get away with it. But I think he's going there to be the starter. But if he's not, then coming off the bench is great because he's 6'8". They need a forward because that's been a problem. They didn't have no forwards really, and now with the draft picks, Tyrus Reed and stuff like that, they got some size to go to get in there. Because before, all we know is the Spurs was just guards and Wemby. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Guards and Wemby. You know what I'm saying? So now they got Reed and they got Tobias Harris. That's a great move. They need that veteran leadership. That's what we're saying. They need a good veteran. And don't get me wrong, Harrison Barnes is a good veteran, but Harrison Barnes probably ain't the player he was like. And
that's what I was thinking about, Harrison Barnes. Thank you, Cave. I was thinking about the dude that they had that's kind of like him on ABS, Harrison Barnes.
And everybody wonder why he didn't play more in the playoffs. Don't know what was going on. I don't know what's going on, but Tobias Harris on a $15 million a year deal. Yeah, he ain't going there to sit. He's going there to play. So if I play this season and stuff, because everybody want to be competitive, man. Because basketball has just got wild, man. These trades and these free agent signing, this probably be the most competitive in a long time, man. Every night. So great move for the Spurs, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely great moves for the Spurs. And that Western Conference, bro, is really starting to heat up, as is the Eastern Conference. We spend a lot of time on the Eastern Conference, us being Knicks and Nets fans. But let's go to the West here a little bit, and let's talk about a team out there that is very well known and very much in the news as of late, and that is the Los Angeles Lakers. So Lakers fans, we know one. Shout out to Taj. Hope you're watching, bro. Hope you're doing well. Don't know how you feeling, but shit is crazy over there with the Lakers right now. So let's start with a couple of their A-Traps was good. That's right. Brooklyn in the house, man. I don't know what these Nets are doing, man, but we're gonna talk about them. I'm gonna trickle in little tidbits throughout this string. Colin Sexton agrees to a 2-year, $19 million deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. And no LeBron. So let's start there. LeBron is done. He's out of there. Told him he wasn't coming back. Yada, yada, yada. So they move off of LeBron. They signed Austin Reeves, was their first move. And then, of course, they keep, they got Luka Doncic. They did lose Smart. They lost Kennard. And I think Hachimura might be out of there too. But start here. So they go get Sexton, right? And I'm just going to run through it. Then they pick up Quentin Grimes. 4 years, $60 million. They're giving these dudes a lot of bread too.
Yeah, I don't know how you get Quentin Grimes.
but
gonna go start putting up some shots.
Yeah. Sandro, he gets a 4-year, $52 million deal. So, and then they go And for the big one here, and they trade for Walker Kessler, big man from Utah, for unprotected first-round picks in 2030 and 33, and first-round pick swaps in 28 and 30. And Kessler will sign a massive 4-year, $30 million deal with the Lakers. I don't know why the Brooklyn Nets can't get involved in some of these fucking deals, bro. You got this bread. You got these picks. Like, it's crazy. Who are you targeting? But, so I gave you 4 moves for the Lakers. One that they didn't make was which is bringing back LeBron, which is all in mainstream media. Let's talk about the moves that they did make. And do you think this team got better? I'll start with you, Cave. Start with Cave on this one.
Oh, man, where I go with this one, man. I don't know what Rob Pelinka, like I said, I mean, listen to Stephen A. Smith, you know, the other thing, I just seen a picture of what he tried to make the Lakers on Twitter and stuff like that, the all swirly thing, but it is what it is. But, yeah, Anthony Davis was screaming for a long time to get centers and get center. He didn't want to play center position. Rob Pelinka never budged. Now he's gone. Now he's finally want to get all these centers and stuff like that. Like he get Walker Kessler and all this stuff, which is a good move for the Lakers. But 4 years, 130, and I'm like, man, I think it's an overpay for Walker Kessler. Is a good player. I think it's an overpay for him. It's definitely an overpay for Quentin Grimes. You know, the Sanjos, the other dude, that's another overpay. You know, they could probably got him for half the price that they was giving out. But like I told you before, NBA, I guess they got to get these salary caps up and stuff like that. So they got to give out the money. And hey, these guys was at the right place at the right time to get paid by the Lakers and stuff like that, who are just totally just giving money out to everybody, you know. But I don't think this makes them better and stuff like that, you know, because Luka, you know, we all know Luka's a great player, but when he gets hurt and he's out, what's these other guys going to do? What are these other guys going to do? Because he's the main engine when he's there. I mean, when he's gone, who's these other guys? Colin Sexton, you know what that means. It's going to be a free-for-all, you know, shots all over the place. You know shot. And then Quentin Grimes. Like, Quentin Grimes is like, I mean, Pat had him, and we had him in New York and stuff like that. He's having the money they gave him, I think they gave him like about $40 million too much, you know what I'm saying? I think he's got like a $20 million deal, something like that. Because he wanted $25 million from the Sixers last year, but good thing they didn't budge, and they just gave him that little 1 year deal, and guess what? He wasn't worth it. You know, so kudos to him, man. He got a payday from the Lakers, but I don't think this make the Lakers any better, man. This is just a bunch of nomads, just wanderers around here on this team, man. I don't know what they gonna do out here, bro.
Pat, what's your thoughts on this move right here, man, for the Lakers, man? And you've been talking about the Utah Jazz. So, you know, how you feel about them making this move, man?
Yeah, I knew the Jazz was going to have to get rid of one of those big guys. I mean, they had Jaren Jackson. They drafted Boozer, I believe. They
drafted Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson. But
they still got,
they had like 5 bigs.
They got Markkanen and
Markkanen. That's what I'm thinking of.
Filipowski,
him. And so I knew they was going to trade one of those big men, and I thought the Nets were going to trade for a guy just like Kessler. Do I believe he's worth $130 million? I don't know, but I think he fits that Lakers team of what they're trying to do. Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, man, I'm telling you, those two guys are dynamic, both of them. And they did what they were supposed to do. They let LeBron James walk. I told you they'd be a better team if they let him walk. Now, I don't like that they let go of the guard.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I think they should have kept Marcus Smart because he plays very good defense and he's a smart player. And he definitely coming off the bench, I think he could have been very good for them. And then if they let Hachimura go, Hachimura done turned into a shooter, boy. He can shoot that thing out there. He cold with it. So if they let him walk, then their bench is now starting to look like a huge what if. Because Colin Sexton, I don't trust him at all. I seen him play in Chicago. I seen him play in Cleveland. Don't trust that guy at all, man. But they have their own little big three with Kessler, Reeves, and Doncic. And I think Reeves and Doncic are going to get busy this year. I think both those guys can average 20 plus they can, because now they ain't got to worry about giving the ball to LeBron. I told you that's what was holding them back, especially Austin Reeves. He needs the ball. Let him get the ball. And so I think they're gonna be better than what they were last year, to be honest with you. And I think they're gonna be able to get rid of Deion, or did they already refuse?
They re-signed.
No. Aiden picked up his.
I mean, yeah, he picked up his option.
So
threw them opted in.
Hey, maybe the Knicks could get Aiden.
I mean, it's only $8 million. He picked up his $8 million.
Yeah.
I don't want Aiden in New York at all, bro. Let me say this. I don't want Aiden, because I hear Knicks fans talking about this shit too. I don't want DeAndre Ayton in New York.
He don't rebound.
No, he got no hustle. And his head ain't in the game. He's gonna get killed here, bro. I'm telling you. If he do that shit here that he's doing out there in LA, because you remember, he got Luka, LeBron, they got all them eyes on those dudes, so he can get by what he want to get by with. In New York, you in a pressure cooker. Everybody, all eyes are on all players. And if you do
pressure cooker with the Knicks, now maybe the Nets, but not the Knicks. You got Carter Towns, but they
want hustle players. He's not a hustle player. That's what's problem in the engine.
Because you got to think who he's replacing. Yeah, he will be.
Mitchell Robinson. Okay.
No, we don't need him. He don't have no motor.
I mean, he did play lazy this year. He had a couple of good years in Portland. Maybe you can spark him back up, man. I don't know. It's just something playing with that LeBron James cat, man. I'm telling you, a lot of people don't play to the highest capabilities because of what they have to deal with the whole LeBron James saga. And if they could keep Ayton and he comes off the bench, that'd be good for the Lakers.
He is coming off the bench.
That's what I'm saying. If he comes off the bench, that'd be
exactly
good for
what they're gonna do with him. Right. You opted in. I'm bringing you off the bench. We got this guy Kessler now, and you can give us, 10, 12 minutes a game. Cool. If not, fuck it. Kick rocks. I hate to be that way, man, but when I see players that don't have effort, like you talked about, Cave, you can't play for me, man. I don't want you on my basketball team.
Nope.
Like, nah. So speaking of effort, we got to get to this one, Cave. I'm sorry, bro. I know it's a sore spot, but
yeah.
Mitchell Robinson agreeing to a 3-year, $47.4 million deal to stay with the Boston Celtics. A player option in the third season, sources tell ESPN. Robinson, of course, departs our New York Knicks after serving the key role on a historic championship team. Cave. Mitch leaving. And I tweeted this out like, man, if you going to leave, at least go to Brooklyn, dog. Why you got to go to Boston? Of all fucking teams. The Boston damn Celtics.
They do it to us all the time when these guys leave our team to go to teams, man. But like I said, for Mitch, man, like that's a big blow to us, man. Like I said, I'm one of the Mitch supporters, and I love Mitch and stuff like what he do for us. I know some Knicks fans don't. They want him going because they worry about free throw shooting. I was like, bro, y'all worry about the dumbest stuff as all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be an offensive player and a defensive player. Y'all want all these two-way players when it comes to certain people you don't like or something like that, But, I'm happy for Mitch. He got paid, man, because, like I said, he's 28 years old. This could be his last contract. Hey, I totally understand it, man. I know some people's like, hey, man, nah, man. Go get that money because, like I said, when basketball's over with, you got a family to provide for, bro. At the end of the day, go get you. You know what I'm saying? He already did what he was supposed to do. He won us a championship, helped win us a championship here, man. I'm happy for him, man. So, but it's a big blow. Like I said, I really wanted him back because, like I said, he's a big piece to our team and stuff like that, man. Nobody rebounds and control that paint like him. And also, for a center, man, that dude be out there blocking 3-point shooters and stuff. No centers really do that. People don't understand that's a rare trait. That guy covers a lot of ground. He covers a lot of mistakes for people and stuff like that. So it's a big blow for Knicks fan. But like I said, I'm happy for him. Just not happy he went to the Celtics. Like I said, I wish he'd have went somewhere else. I don't even care he went to the Lakers. He went out west. He went somewhere else. But other than within the division, so now we got to see him like 4-5 times or more a year and stuff like that. But like I said, good for Mitch, man. I'm happy for him and stuff like that, man. But big blow, man, to the Knicks.
Yeah, definitely a big blow to the Knicks. And I'm with you. I was a Mitch Robinson fan too. I said a while back the Knicks needed him to win a championship, and they kept him, and it turned out. I wanted him on the Nets because the Nets do not have a 7-footer currently on their roster, and they don't have a shot blocker either. We're gonna get to them. Pat, how you feel about this Mitchell Robinson signing? And does that? We already talked about the Jaylen Brown move. Are the Celtics getting a little bit of an edge here in the Eastern Conference?
I think they got tougher with Mitchell Robinson, but y'all gonna learn to listen to old Pat a little bit. I told you that the Knicks were not gonna give this man big money. I knew they weren't, because he doesn't bring you anything offensively except for a lob. That's about it, and maybe an offensive rebound putback. Not saying that he's a bad player, not saying he's trash. I know y'all would like him back, but what did he get? 3 years, 47 million. So you got a little bit over 15 million a year. And the way that your GM and owner were like, they didn't want to go into whatever they call that, the
second apron. Yeah, but he got paid the same money. He got paid the same money he got over there, but it was just the second apron. That's all it was the second apron.
Yeah. So I knew they weren't gonna give him a big contract, and it was pretty quick. So maybe they didn't even offer him anything. You see what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't even offer him anything. They just let him walk. Now, the thing that really surprised me when y'all let Hot Party go. Now, that surprised me because
he went to the Pistons, right?
Yeah, I think he went to the
Sixers. He went to the Sixers.
No, he was to the Sixers.
So you lost two of your big men to your two biggest rivals in your division.
Yep.
That's tough.
I knew he was gonna bring that up. I mean, I still think the Knicks are a very good team. Of
course.
Even with him gone. So Diawara, I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah,
Diawara. He's going to have to step up a little bit. And there's still a couple of guys out there that they can get. Maybe they do trade for Ayton. You know, it's only $8 million. I mean, you just need him to get in there and rebound, and maybe being on the New York team resurges him. You never know. I think Vucevic just went to the Magic, so he's off the market.
There's not too many people left, though.
Yeah, there's not too many big men out there. That is an issue. But I knew they weren't going to give him big money. I knew it, but it is what it is, man. Maybe it comes to bite the Knicks back in the butt this season. Maybe, I don't know. Karl Anthony Towns is going to have to stay out of foul trouble. That's for sure. Now that's a fact. Now he can't get in foul trouble like he did this year, not with that man gone, unless you have the utmost faith in Diawara. And then y'all draft another guy in the first round, like what was his name? Pie something.
My Dottie is not. They're not centers. These are forwards. Like Diawara and Dottie, they forwards.
Yeah.
I blame Adam Silver for this second apron bull crap he came up with.
So we'll see. I'm not saying that he's not a big loss, and I'm not saying that the Knicks are just going to be in big trouble because he's gone. I got to take a wait and see approach because of what he does. I know he gives you a lot of offensive rebounds. I do give him that, and he does play tough defense. And that coming off the bench is very important. NYG is right. He was a very important factor to y'all winning the championship this year. So I'm not going to take that away from him. But he just doesn't give you anything offensively. And maybe if you get something offensively coming off that bench, maybe that, cancels that out. But we'll see. Got to take a wait and see approach. They're the champs until you knock them off.
Yeah.
So
they need defense. The Knicks. You got to remember because you got defensive liabilities in Jalen Brunson. So you need that rim protector. If somebody gets by Brunson, you got a guy back there that can, turn him around. And now, not saying Karl Anthony Towns can't do that, but that's not his strength. And that's why Mitchell Robinson was here. And kind of that Karl Anthony Towns enforcer, that protector, that guy that can get in other big men's face, and use up some fouls, and like stuff like that is valuable. The intangibles in basketball is coming back, and people are valuing guys like Mitchell Robinson and some of these other centers, man, that are more defensive minded than offensive minded. It's not all about offense, especially when you have scorers on your team. Like if you didn't have no scorers on your team,
exactly.
then you would complain about more. So like, yo, can you give us something? You know what I'm saying? We need some scoring, but they don't. The Knicks didn't need that, man. They got plenty of people to put the ball in the hoop. So.
Let me say something about that. It's like, see, a player like Mitchell Robinson, you can only have to pay him $50 million because he only do one thing. Now, if you get players like Miles Turner, you got to pay him like 160, 180. We don't want to be paying everybody $180 million. We don't need that. You just need certain people to do certain things to be under a specific salary. And that's what I'm saying. You can't have everybody making $100 and something million because if you're a two-way player, you got to pay a whole bunch of more money.
Yeah. All right. Going across the bridge to Brooklyn. This is what the Nets decided to do. They decided to, all these big men, all these stars out there, you got all this draft capital, right? You cooking. Sean Marks about to cook. That's what I'm hearing in these, chat rooms and shit. They go out and get Mo Wagner from the Magic. Now, if the shit was Franz Wagner, the brother, I'd be hyped. But it's Mo Wagner. So when I seen Wagner, I was like, hold up. Oh, no, it's the other nigga. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. He ass. Ass. Here's his numbers. Last year, 11.9 minutes per game, 42% shooting for a dude that is 6'11". Okay. 31 from 3, Cheeks. He had 0.1 block, my dude. 0.1 block per game. And 6.9 points per game. Miss me with this shit. Like, for real. If they don't fucking fire Sean fucking Marks, bro, driving this franchise into the ground, and don't get it twisted, the Nets are not like this throwaway franchise. You got to remember, they was going to finals. They had guys like Kevin Durant, Kevin Garnett. They had all these Kevins in here. Jason Kidds and stuff. They've had stars. They've had players come through and they let them go and they bring in Mo Wagner. 2 years, $19 million deal. Now, it's not a terrible contract. What are you asking this guy to do? Is he going to be a backup? I would hope so. I hope this ain't your starting fucking center. And you still got Sharp, who I like, but Sharp has a different skill set. He's not really the shot blocker, although he's a great offensive rebounder and a good hustle player. I like Sharp. But you still don't have a guy back there that, after getting rid of Claxton, over 2 blocks a game, he's on Chicago now. Thank you very much. Now, where are you going? You got all this capital and all this, you doing nothing with it. You giving us moves like this cat and Keon Ellis in a offseason with stars available, axing out, and a bunch of money in free agency. This is head scratching to me right now. And I don't want to go overboard with stuff like this, but just a combination of moves. I talked about Ellis earlier, who they signed, and then Wagner, and of course trading for Julius Randle. This is very fucking underwhelming. Just to be nice about it, because I really want to go off. Like, I'm tired of Sean Marks. Like, why? How are you still employed? You are one of the worst GMs in the NBA, and the Nets have one of the worst rosters in the NBA. Let's hope one of these kids pop, because if they don't, this is a dumpster fire right now. What y'all got for me on my Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah,
So
man.
Go ahead, Kay.
No,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So you got Mo Wagner, who I think is a very decent player as long as he stays healthy. He's a decent player. You got to watch him play. That dude can play. He's not as good as his brother, but he's pretty good if he's allowed to play. Remember, his brother is on the team. So you really want to get no clock like that. That's why they let him go. I think he's going to turn into something pretty good. I like the way he plays. Then you got Julius Randle on the side of him. Then you got Michael Porter Jr. on the side of him. You got your rookie. Then you bring back Sinat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you brought back Sinat.
That's Minot.
Yeah, Minot. Not Sinat, but Minot. Brought back Minot. You got Ellis, who I told you that should have been one of their targets because he can light it up off the bench as far as coming in and scoring. I don't think it's as much as a dumpster fire as you think. And I think you're going to see during the season. I know you're not going to agree with me now. And I'm not here to try to make you agree. I'm just saying, just watch them. I think they're going to surprise you, bro. That's not a bad lineup, bro. Because you could put him at
where you got him at in the East.
Go ahead.
I'm just asking you a question. Where you got him at in the East?
I got him right around where my Bulls are, trying to get into the play-in. I mean, they're not going to go from what they were to a championship team. Not saying that you're saying that.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you're not saying that, but just to give realistic expectations, I think they could be one of those teams that could try to sneak into the play-in with that roster. And maybe if they gel now, what I really think Nets fans should be complaining about is the developers in the building. And yes, that is part of the GM's job to bring developers into the building. I think you have talent there. I really do. I actually like your roster a little bit because my boy that just came from the Timberwolves, man, my mind is bad. Randall, tough, physical, can score. Is he a number one? No, he's not a number one. This Mo Wagner dude, he's better than you think. Especially if he's getting clocked. You'll see. That dude's athletic. He can move. He can dribble. He can shoot better than what you think. He just has to stay healthy. Then you still got Sharp. You just drafted the kid that you really liked at guard. Is he going to play the 2-on-1? Mikael Brown, is he going to play the 2-on-1? I don't know. You still got Michael Porter Jr. I didn't even mention him, or did I? But Michael Porter Jr., he can still shoot, and he's 6'10". You see what I'm saying? You actually got some decent height on this team.
Mm-hmm. Got some size.
So I think they're going to be a little bit better than what you think. I'm not a Brooklyn Net fan. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm excited to see what they do. Because if they have a developer in the building, I think you guys got a good roster with a lot of young dudes coming off the bench. And that Ellis cat, he's really going to come off the bench and light it up. That dude can score. So, I don't know. And then, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Would I have y'all like to get somebody like a Kessler or Mitchell Robinson to pair with Randall? Yes. I think Mitchell Robinson with Randall would definitely fortify you guys' front court. Even though Mitchell Robinson doesn't give you offense, he gives you toughness, he gives you blocks, he gives you offensive rebounds, and he creates havoc. That would have been perfect for the Nets. I agree with you on that point. But this dude is not horrible. He's not. I've seen him play. Him and his brother. They're pretty good. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. I mean, I agree with you, Pat, man. I kind of like this move. The thing with the Nets, what the Nets did is like they didn't give out bad contracts. That's the only thing. See, they give out a lot of small short-term contracts that's not really going to affect them and all that, the caps and stuff like that. Like they're not in salary cap hell, which is a good thing. You look at the deals, 2-year, 18, that's like $9 million a season, $9 million, and that's about it. They didn't give out no $20, $30 million a season to these players, which I'd have been like, oh my God. But the one thing that I think the Nets should have did, they should have fired Sean Marks and they should have hired Bob Myers, the guys who've been sitting on the NBA analyst thing. If they'd have got that guy would have got players like a Kawhi Leonard. He would have got somebody here.
I agree.
I don't know what is wrong with the what's that? Asai, the owner of the Nets, is like, bro, fire this dude and get rid of this dude. This is the perfect opportunity. All these moves are being made. You had the salary cap space. You had the draft assets. If you'd had Bob Myers, y'all would have been cooking so much more, man. And I don't know what Joseph Tsai is thinking about, man. Nobody knows.
I think, Cave, not to cut you off, I think it's a respect factor. I think people do not want to go over there and play with Marks like that.
Huh?
And so, what's the GM over there? Sean Marks.
Yeah.
Sean Marks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a respect thing too, because some big players aren't going to want to go over there and play.
No.
with
What I'm saying is, if you fire Marks and bring in Bob Myers, that's
what I'm saying. The firing the Sean Marks thing would have been good.
Yeah,
because I don't think he gets the respect of the guy that you just mentioned. I think he would have got a Kawhi Leonard or somebody like that.
Right.
And he don't. Just to interject, he don't get the respect. That's a good point, because you got to think of with Kyrie, KD, Harden, and all of them went through in Brooklyn. And you think they didn't tell all their buddies, yo, y'all might want to not go there.
Again, then my whole thing with Joseph Tsai is like, bro, Bob Myers is sitting there. He's not under contract. You could have got the dude for free. You didn't have to get Golden State nothing. The dude is sitting there waiting. I mean, I know some people say he may not. No, talk to him. It's like, yo, money talks, man. Talk to him. It's like, yo, come back over and do this. And I'm pretty sure he'll do it. I was like, and you got the perfect opportunity with all the salary cap, all the draft assets, and then all the free agency guys are getting traded. Look at all this thing, man. It's like, and Sean Marks, like I said, you're going to keep sitting here and letting this guy just be a mediocre GM for you and stuff like that. What are you waiting on? What are you sitting on? You know what I'm saying? What are you waiting on? The biggest market, and you're not even trying to take advantage of the opportunity and stuff like that. It's like, I mean, look at that. All the guys are going. The only person left is Zion right now. That's the only person really left, because everybody's gone. John Moran got traded. I know y'all ain't want John Moran. I mean, look at all the moves that's being made. Jaylen Brown. Y'all could have got Jaylen Brown. Y'all could have got this.
That's what I wanted.
If Bob Myers is there, y'all getting Jaylen Brown. Y'all getting somebody like that, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the Nets are doing, because now your window is almost, I ain't going to say closing, but it's like guys are not available. It's like he's just going to be sitting on these draft picks. It's just going to be low first-round picks.
Wait a second. Y'all still – I forgot y'all drafted Danny Wolf too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, this guy was saying Wagner. Wagner is just, he's a tough player. He can hit threes. I mean,
I like Zaire Williams too.
Yeah.
Zaire but like I said, he's gone.
He's gone?
Yeah. They didn't pick up his option or whatever.
Okay.
Or I mean, with Wagner, maybe he can entice his brother. Maybe want to come in another year, make a trade for him. But I don't know. But like I said, Sean Marks has not shown that he can make some big time trades. Giannis was available. All these other guys available. Not to say they wanted to come, but it's like, yo, all these guys are available. He's not doing
I don't think he has the respect for another guy like that to come to Brooklyn, bro.
That's what I keep trying to say. He should have been fired, because
they can only get the guys teams really want to get rid of for basically nothing, like a Julius Randle.
I know, but what I'm saying is when your team has a salary flexibility. No, I'm just saying, I could see if the Nets was like, I could see if there was cash strapped and their salary cap was like, and it was done for years, but you got no salary cap. You got everything that everybody wants, a clean slate, and you don't even take an opportunity by firing this guy. You should have been fired this guy after the whole Kyrie Irving and all that debacle. You should have been fired that guy. He should have been gone.
Well, Cave, NYG, here's my thing with the Nets. The only reason why I would keep a GM in a situation like this is because of the young talent that you're bringing in, but you are showing me that you don't know how to develop them. So that makes me even want to fire you more. In this situation. I totally agree with NYG's pissed offness about Sean Marks. I get it. I totally get it. And if I wanted to bring people in, big names, I definitely would have fired Sean Marks, because that's what it is. You can't tell me that it's not. It's the respect factor about it with the Brooklyn Nets, because you messed up with Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. You messed up with Kevin Durant, Harden, and Kyrie. So somebody like Giannis or somebody is not going to come over there. They're not. But I do believe there's an influx of young talent on this roster. You just have to hone it in. Now, is Marks the guy to do it? Is the coach, is it Fernandez? I believe is your coach.
Fernandez, yeah.
Is he the guy that can bring this team together? What's the system you guys are running? That's what I want to figure out. Because if I knew the actual system that you were running, I would have a better vision of the talent that you had on that team. But I don't know the system.
Okay, so Pat, I want to ask you one question, Pat. Would you still be happy if Nico Collins was still your GM for the Mavericks?
No.
And that's why I'm saying I'm not happy, because that's why the Nets fan not happy, because Sean Marks is still here. He's messing the team up.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Reputable GM, because I mean, this dude is just sitting there wasting a lot of time, wasting time, bro.
Now, you ain't done nothing with that capital. All that draft capital you had,
Yeah,
And
those 5 picks are crazy.
you drafted 5 picks and ain't none of them finish in the top 15.
Right.
And rookie of the year voting. Now it's like, bro,
That's
what?
crazy.
Like, okay, and then you got Jordy Fernandez here. Okay, cool. I could see if you had some type of coach that we knew could rebuild a team, like a Thibodeau or somebody like that. This dude is unproven, and so far, not so good. It looks ass out there. If you asking me, you want to run this high post offense, but you giving me fucking guys like Mo goddamn Wagner and Day'Ron Sharp. Those are gonna be your big man in your high post offense.
Do y'all still got Clowney?
No, he left.
Yeah, they got Clowney.
Claxton.
They got rid of Claxton, and I know why they got rid of Claxton. But you didn't bring anything in that could give you any semblance of what he gave you, and that was defense and rebounding.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do if I was Sean Marks NYG? Not to cut you off, brother. It
Fire
just hit me.
yourself, but
Resign.
Right, it's resign. Yeah,
I can't fire myself, guys.
Resign.
But I would literally get Tom Thibodeau as my head coach.
They need a coach, bro. And they need a new GM. They need a whole remake of that
I would bring Tom
organization.
Thibodeau and a new GM over there, and I guarantee you Tom Thibodeau will squeeze every amount of juice out of that young talent that he can.
Get him to get you the baseline, then you give him and get a bit coach.
Because that's what Tom Thibodeau does. That's what he did for us with the Bulls.
I'm gonna say this. This
He
is
did it with the Knicks too.
Listen, this is what the Nets is after all the KD and Kyrie picks. This is what you left with, Pat. That's like your team. If you traded, listen, if you traded Luka Doncic and also and you take the next roster on the Dallas Mavericks, you won't be happy with these guys. You would not be happy with these guys.
Y'all traded Luka and you got Cooper Flag. We traded Kyrie. We traded Kyrie, KD, and James Harden, and we got Mo Wagner, Julius Randle, and Michael Porter Jr., bro. You got Cooper fucking Flag.
Because we were fortunate, quotes, to get the number 1 pick. You guys haven't been fortunate to get the number 1 pick. You had the number 6 pick and the number 5 pick.
Yeah.
So
because Adam Silver is helping the Western Conference teams. That's all he's doing.
Because it's not like you guys passed on somebody that was like Caleb Williams or somebody that drafted somebody stupid. You just weren't in a position to get one of those guys. Yeah, you didn't get an opportunity. So that's something I can't hold against Sean Marks. He didn't have an opportunity to get a Cooper Flag.
I could hold it against him. You know why I could hold it against him?
Go ahead.
Because it was your plan to fucking tank, dickhead. That's why I could hold it against him. So if you tank and you play this game with the lottery and you don't win, it's on you. You shouldn't have played the game, dumbass. You had 3 fucking superstars here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but
I'm gonna say it again.
Making me angry.
That dude should have been fired about it. He should have been fired like 2 years ago. I'm sorry, he should have been fired 2 years ago. Don't know what Joseph Tsai is thinking, bro. It's like you got the biggest market, like I said, you got the salary cap, you got the draft assets, you got everything in your favor. Get yourself a reputable GM, bro, and get this thing turned around.
You with the Nets don't have all that in your favor. The team that's behind you has all that favor. When it comes to the market and everything, the Nets
no, I know, they don't. But what I'm saying is, if you get a reputable GM like Bobby, you'll start turning some things around, bro. This guy Sean Marks is like, what? I mean, he's not a good GM, man. He's like, get rid of the dude, bro.
I think the Nets blew it when they got those 3 guys and didn't do anything. I think they blew their chance to up themselves on the hierarchy in the NBA.
They ain't make the flip right, Pat. That's why I'm angry. Like, if you're gonna get rid of them, make a good flip.
I don't even know what you guys got.
You don't got no star. That's what they got a bunch of picks, bro.
But
your picks is low. You getting 5th, 6th pick with this shit.
But the thing about it is, like I said, the thing about it is just who the GM is. That's all it is, bro. The Nets are not in bad shape at all. Like I said, they had to get a new GM in here. He could flip a lot of things because they're not in cap hell. That's the thing. They got assets. You can still flip these guys. You can still do some things. You just got to know what to do. That's all it is. It's just you need a competent GM. That's all you need.
I don't like the whole Cam Thomas situation, how it happened too, because that's a guy you could have built around too, but I don't know what happened with that.
They ain't want to build around a small guard. and then they would go watch Jalen Brunson win this goddamn championship. Stupid.
Yeah, that whole Cam Thomas thing was crazy. But I don't know, man. I think it's on both sides, stupidity, and some of the stuff is just out of their hand. Getting the 5th and the 6th pick back to back in the draft lottery, that was kind of trash.
We got to tell Adam Silver. Adam Silver got to help them out. Yeah, Adam Silver, do your thing, bro.
I'm about to go to your squad because this team is pissing me off the more I talk about them. So Bulls make a big move here. Norman Powell agreed to a 2-year, $45 million deal with the Chicago Bulls. Powell joins the Bulls as a potent scorer after an NBA All-Star season in Miami, averaging nearly 22 points over the last 2 years. Pat. Oh, he got a little slide. Look at him. Oh, shit. Yeah. How you feel about the moves that the Bulls have made, man? They got some. The Bulls, let me tell you this. The Bulls are building the exact type of team I wanted the Brooklyn Nets to build. Exactly, bro. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of long pause defensive players that can rebound and get you buckets as far as shooting is concerned. Like, you know, you got Giddey, you got Powell now, you got Caleb Wilson, my number one target in this draft. And then you get Swain. Look, man, they cooking over there in Chicago. They're on the come up. Nets on the downslide, Chicago on the come up. I'm going to let my dog talk about it. Go ahead, Pat.
So this is our projected lineup coming into this season. I told you they was gonna make Josh Giddey the point. Shooting guard Norman Powell. You got Matty B at small for Buzelis that would dunk on anybody. Caleb Wilson at the power forward and Nick Claxton at center. I think we got a roster, like you said. That I think we have a huge roster, bro. Like the shortest person is Norman Powell, and he's the shooter. So, and a veteran will play some defense and a veteran. I like our roster, bro. I do believe we can be around in that play-in between the 8 and 10.
Who's your coach now? Who's your coach?
Tiago Splitter from the Spurs.
Splitter, yeah, because we're saying because Billy Donovan. Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna move the ball, which all those guys can shoot. All those guys can get in the paint. Like I like our roster, and I like Nick Claxton because he is a bigger guy, and like NYG says, he does get a lot of blocks and rebounds, which we will need. And Caleb Wilson, I think he's going to be amazing. Give him a year or two, let him get into his grown man body, and I think he's going to be.
He's a good defender too,
a monster.
Yeah.
So, and then you got Buzelis that can shoot, drive, kick. Norman Powell can shoot, drive, kick, and Giddey he's one of those point forwards, bro. Like he's nice with it. So I do think that our roster has gotten tremendously better. We just gotta go out there and play. Just gotta go out there and play and see how we match up against teams like the Knicks, teams like the Magic and the 76ers now with Jaylen Brown, the Celtics now with Mitchell Robinson. It's still going to be very tough. The Pacers are getting healthy. So it's still going to be very tough. I'm not saying we're a playoff team because we got these guys, but I know that we're a team that you're not going to be able to laugh at anymore. You're going to have to beat us. That's for sure. Are we great? No, but I think we have the opportunity to be a team to be reckoned with in the future. And then we got people like the Dylan Swain kid who will learn coming off the bench, and he's a monster. Like that dude can get up, dunk, play defense. Like he's a monster. And then we got a bevy of people on the bench ready to come in. Pat Williams, man, like it's looking good for us out here, man. Hey, the prices went up. Like I told NYG earlier, the prices went up, man. We signed Zach Collins, another big to come off the bench. We still got Okoro coming off the bench at the guard. Trey Jones is a veteran guy. Pat Williams at the power forward coming off the bench. I think we're okay, man. I think we're okay. We just got to play. We just got to see what we can do.
What you think about it, Cave?
Yeah, man. I mean, I want to see Thiago Splitter coach this team, man. I'm surprised they let him go in Portland and stuff like that. I thought he was going to be named the Portland coach, but they went out and got somebody else. The Norman Powell one kind of surprised me because I thought he was going to stay with Miami because I know he's supposed to go to the Pistons, but then I don't know because if they need shooting in Miami, so I don't know what went on, or so maybe it's a salary cap thing but it's a great move for the Bulls though, man. Norman Powell's a great player, and he's a great defensive player and a shooter, so that's a great thing, you know what I'm saying, a veteran, you know what I'm saying, that can help this young team and stuff like that, you know, with Giddey and Claxton and stuff like that. And then, like I said, Thiago Splitter and stuff like that, man. So I'll see what type of offense they kind of run and stuff. Because, like I said, the Bulls, like I said, you know, to beat the Knicks last year and stuff like that, you know, they was giving some teams some problems and stuff like that during the season. But, you know, one thing I learned in a regular season is an 82-game schedule. So, you know, you got a game plan for like 5 different teams in a week. So, you can't, you know what I'm saying, like concentrate on just one team. That's why the playoffs are so different, where you just concentrate on one team and you can take care of them. But in the regular season, yeah, you're going to get wins and stuff like that because, you know, injuries and people sitting out, things like that. But like I said, the Bulls, like I said, the one thing I remember last year, they were very, very high energetic team. They were one of those like you know, teams that play with a lot of energy and stuff like that, and that's going to serve you well in the NBA because you're going to win a lot of games with guys playing with a lot of energy and stuff like that. So great move, man. Like I said, Norman Powell, to give him some shooting and give him some guidance and veteran leadership, that's exactly what they need with Caleb Wilson and stuff like that, and also Dalen Swain and some of the other guys from last year and stuff like that. And, you know, I can't wait to see that the Central Division is going to be just like the Atlantic and the Central. Boy, basketball is going to be great this season, man. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, man. Basketball is definitely going to be great this season. And the Bulls are making moves. And I just want you guys to kind of, as we wrap this thing up, looking at the East, looking at the West, who do you think has won so far as free agency and trades are concerned? And who do you think are the quote-unquote losers? So who's the winners? Who's the losers? And then I'm going to ask y'all one more question. And then we can close out. Winners and losers, Keith.
I think for me, one of the winners is the Toronto Raptors, man. Getting Kawhi back to come back and play for him, to team up with Scotty Barnes, Barrett quickly and stuff like that. I know it cost them Brandon Ingram and stuff like that, but you know, Kawhi's a veteran, and also like, and hey, he know them courts, you know what I'm saying? He won a championship over there. It's not the same guys that was there when he was there, but you know, that move kind of totally surprised me. I didn't even think he was going to go to Toronto of all places, but Canada, I guess, I don't know what's going on. A lot of surprises in the NBA and stuff like that, man. So I think Toronto's one of the winners, and the Sixers is also another winner too, that I think with this Jaylen Brown trade and stuff like that. You know, as far as losers and stuff like that, I have to say, even though Boston got Mitchell Robinson and Mike Conley, I still think Jaylen Brown leaving and going, the trade that's a big loss, because now it's like, what you going to do now as far as like, you know, that's one of your engines, you know what I'm saying? But maybe they got something up their sleeve. Derek White, maybe he might turn around and have a great season this year, because last year was not a good season for Derek White too much. So maybe that'll be good for him and stuff like that. And then the Lakers, man, like I said, they let LeBron go. Smart and all these guys go, and then they get Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton and all these guys. It remains to be seen what they're doing over there and stuff like that, you know. So good thing for them, man, and stuff like that. And like I said, the Bulls, great thing for the Bulls, draft and everything like that, and free agency and stuff like that. So yeah, great, you know, it's good, man. You know, but like I said, for losers, got to be to me like the Lakers and the Celtics to me, but they could surprise me. You know how that go. We say this now, and then in the regular season, gonna be like, oh snap, you know, because they ain't putting their, you know, going to training camp and then get their stuff together. So that's what I would say.
What about you, Pat? Winners, losers so far in free agency?
A couple of my winners, of course, I got to go with my hometown team, the Chicago Bulls. I think we definitely changed the trajectory of this team. Even though you still got teams like my other winner, the Raptors, getting Kawhi Leonard back. You got the Celtics over there. I actually have to put the Celtics as one of my losers too, man, K. because I don't think they're going to be able to replace what Jaylen Brown did for them over there. I just don't. And Mitchell Robinson clogs the hole. Tatum, he's very good, but Jaylen Brown was just that opposite. If Tatum was peanut butter, Jaylen Brown was jelly getting out there, bro. They're gonna miss what he brings. His toughness, his defense, his tenacity, his scoring, and Derek White, like you said, is gonna have to show up. I think he's a loser. I think another winner is the Lakers. Letting LeBron James walk. I think that was the best move they did. Get away from that, man. Get away from that circus and let those guys develop. And I don't care what they got. 76ers are always going to be losers to me, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Watch. They're going to get in the playoffs and Embiid going to get hurt again. He's going to be tired, come back, get hurt again, flop, get tired. Watch. I can't stand that dude, bro. But yeah, those are my winners and losers, man. But the East it's gonna be a fight to get in the East, man. There's too many teams out there.
Hey Pat, you know the irony of that? Because Jaylen Brown was calling Embiid the biggest flopper. Now he's his team.
Yeah, he's playing with him now.
He's his teammate.
Yeah,
so Jaylen Brown might not even be his head. Might not even be into it playing with them dudes.
There could be a winner, but I'm with you. That dynamic there. And then you got those two young guys, Maxey and Edgecombe, in the backcourt. So, you're going to have to get those guys some burn too. And you can't let Jaylen Brown and Embiid, go ape shit over there. So, the coaching in Philly is going to be key for that team in order to keep it together with those dynamic personalities. Right. Definitely agree with you guys with Toronto. Getting Kawhi back. Toronto's always been a sleeper team. They've always been pretty good, but now they can be actually really good and actually competitive as far as contending in that Eastern Conference.
Facts.
Yeah, people don't like it, but I'm with you on the Lakers because look, man, it's not even about LeBron. Look what they brought in. They're bringing in guys now. They paying a lot of money. But you talking about building around Luka Doncic. So if these are the guys he wants, which they all kind of fit that prototype, okay, cool. Because you need shooting and you need rebounding when those guys are off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're moving in a different direction, but they should be moving in a different direction. Now, losers, both New York teams, unfortunately. We didn't. And I don't know what the hell the Milwaukee Bucks are doing, but I mean, I don't like the way they roster look right now, man. You got Ryan Rollins, Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez, Kuzma and Turner.
Yeah, it's over with.
I don't like the way they look. Outside of the Nets, they may have the worst roster in the NBA. Now, last thing, we talked about the Lakers. LeBron, where do y'all think he ends up? And is that a move that could possibly shift the balance of power in the Eastern Conference? I think he's going to the Eastern Conference. It don't make no sense for you to go to the Golden State Warriors unless you just want to be embarrassed, because if they lose and they get their ass kicked, then, and I mean, look, that shit is like, it's exactly what the fuck Kevin Durant did. Like, you're going to do that? To me, that destroys your legacy. But I tweeted earlier, I think he's going back to Cleveland. Make the most sense to me, but what do y'all think? And does that shift? Because if you go back to Cleveland and he go back to Miami, that's going to change things too. Because we didn't talk a lot about Miami, because they made their move, earlier on. But them getting Giannis, and they still got a lot of moves to make, haven't really done a whole lot so far, other than lose Norman Powell. But what do y'all think about LeBron? Where does he end up? And does that change things as far as the balance of power in the East? Because right now I'm looking at the Knicks, the Raptors, and the Sixers.
That's the best teams in the East.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the Raptors, yeah.
I got the Knicks, the Raptors, and the Sixers, yeah. Who else you putting up there? Boston?
I'm saying I probably got to put the Cavaliers up there for right now, you know. Pistons,
yeah.
Pistons when they see what the Pistons finish out with and stuff like that. So, you know, I know they lost Stewart and stuff like that. And Duran, I think he's going to re-sign with the Pistons and stuff like that. So he'll go back and stuff like that, man. But LeBron, yeah, if he goes to Golden State, you know, and they ain't gonna shift nothing. But if he goes like Cleveland or Miami, I don't know. The thing with Cleveland, even though that's his team and stuff like that, but they just soft. Cleveland is soft. That's the problem. And he might get frustrated with that. They soft. You know, Miami's a tough team, so if he go to Miami, that might be a better, you know, than Cleveland and stuff like that, man. Because you know, playoff Harden. You know how that go. You know what I'm saying?
Cheeks.
So, yeah, I think if he goes to, like, Miami, that might help them a little bit more and stuff like that. Cleveland, yeah, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Depends on how the dynamic works and stuff like that. You know, as far as, but the coach is Kenny Atkinson, so he might go with analytics, I guess.
Right.
Analytics, right? You know what I'm saying? But Spoelstra, Spoelstra's a good coach, so I might do something. And I think he played for Spoelstra before, right? Was it? Yeah. So he'll be good. So
I think he burnt that bridge with them, though. You see what I'm saying? I think he burnt that bridge
when he went back to Northeast Ohio.
That and they don't want that guy over there. Spoelstra don't want that guy over there. Not to my recollection. What's going on, Mitch? Leaf, what's going on, Leaf?
Leaf, drop the link for you if you want to tap in real quick. What do you think of LeBron?
It depends on the role that the dude is wanting to play. If he wants to go and be LeBron, where is he going to go? Because if he goes to Cleveland, you got Spider and James Harden that handles the ball over there.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to Miami for some wild reason they accept him back. You got Giannis over there. That destroys what Giannis does when it comes to having the ball. Now, one of those guys is going to have to play off the ball. I'm not making Giannis play off the ball.
I know one thing that he did do was like, he fleeced the Lakers because he got his son a guaranteed contract, right? For that
right? Bronny's still over there, right?
So I think
that was gangster.
I think the best team for him to go to is the Warriors, because that's the only team that will allow him to do LeBron things. Because Curry can play off the ball,
and they're gonna get whooped out west. They're gonna get whooped out west.
Beat down, bro. I'm telling you.
It'll be a hell of a story. But I don't know what team he goes to.
I know what team you should go to. Home.
Thanks,
the
bro.
Couch.
He is going
No. I'm talking about the couch. The goddamn couch.
Yeah.
Sit your old ass down, bro. This shit ain't for you no more.
Facts, bro. Where you gonna go?
The couch, Pat. That's what I just told you. The couch. The couch.
What if he goes to Boston?
The couch. The couch. Boston is done. They sealed their fate.
You're right.
Boston is one of them teams. They don't mind doing a quick blow up. We've seen this team rebound from blow ups like that. Mm-hmm. They don't give a damn. Now, as far as the Eastern Conference goes, I think the balance of power kind of just shifted to our division.
Yeah, our division
to the Sixers.
Yo, man, I don't trust this team, bro. I
don't trust them either.
If they keep it together,
I don't trust them either.
I don't trust them either. But if they keep it together, bro, they're gonna be at the top of that conference.
Listen, Pat, I don't trust them neither. But the thing is, the young teams out in the West have already put their name in a hat in the Spurs and the Thunder. they're like in terms of the youth in the East. I don't see no young team just coming out of the gate and being like, "Yo, y'all all old, y'all all won already. Get out the way. It's time for the young guard." My thing is, whatever that young team is that's going to come out of the East, supposedly, quote unquote, then they're going to make all of the teams that won a championship in the previous year start to do their rebuild and do their rebuild quick. But I don't see that happening.
But you know it's about matchups too, though. So in the playoffs, it's matchups. So
Bro,
if Philadelphia meets somebody like Orlando, they could get eliminated and stuff like that because Orlando do got the. So
and now that I brought it up, I think Orlando is the team that has proven that they could at least have a lead in the playoffs. They just need some more some more scoring at the point guard position. I won't be surprised if Orlando makes a run this year.
No,
they changed their
coach
coach.
Orlando 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But they finally changed their coach, Pat. That's what it is.
But Leaf, they just lost Mo Wagner to the Nets.
He trying to be funny.
I'm just saying, bro.
They just got Vucevic back, man, for pennies on a dollar, bro. Come on, bro. Losing Mo Wagner to the damn Nets.
And who's the coach now? Because they fired Jamal Mosley.
They got somebody from the San Antonio staff, man.
Yeah, I forgot that dude's name. You're right.
Yeah, I forgot his name too. There's a reason why I'm wearing a Liberty hat right now, bro. Like I gotta put on something with a crown on it, bro. Like ain't no way. But
what do you if we got time, NYG? What do you think about the Brooklyn Nets? What do you? Because you're a Nets fan too.
We waiting to hear from Leaf because we already heard from NYG.
I know what I think.
Listen, if I could get a chance to just jump literally off the top of the cage, Mick Foley style, I would say this. And this is my truthful opinion, by the way. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think we got the backcourt of the future. We got our backcourt of the future in Mikal and Yegor. Now, in terms of them old farts in the middle, not old, but I'm gonna just call them farts. MPJ, Julius Randle, I guess. For now, man, it's salary dumps. The center position, in my opinion, based on the way that Jordy wants to coach, to me belongs to Danny Wolf, and a lot of people don't believe it, but me.
I like Danny Wolf. I think he can play.
I think Danny Wolf, bro. Like if he's able to play a certain amount of minutes in a certain system, bro, I think sky's the limit for him.
Go into why Danny Wolf is that dude as far as a scheme fit in Jordy Fernandez's system. Pat was asking that question earlier. I tried to give a little bit of insight as far as, how they kind of run that pick and roll stuff at the high post, and they have their big men, do a little bit more passing from that position. But go into that, why you think Danny Wolf is a good fit there at that position. Because I'm intrigued. I'm not 100% there with you, bro, but I am intrigued. Go ahead, talk about it.
Well, the things that you got to notice is spacing, shooting, mobility, and playmaking on so many different levels, because now you're telling the other team that, everybody on your starting five, y'all got to get out on the perimeter guard. And Danny Wolf at least proved last year, bro, that he's going to make you get out on the perimeter. Wherever he's at on the court, his style of play doesn't change. The physicality is just going to come from defensive rebounding. And I think if you play that lineup, you giving yourself a higher offensive window to do certain things similar. You're becoming more close and closer to the 2025 Indiana Pacers. That's what you're doing. And that's what you're saying, that we're going to run it this way, and we're going to run it this way. And all of the mobility guys, all the dirty work guys are going to come off our bench. Go ahead, Pat.
So basically what you're saying is you're running a positionless scheme pretty much when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, correct?
Yes.
So That's why I said I like the Mo Wagner thing for you guys, because I thought that as well. So if you guys are running a lot of pick and rolls and moving that ball, if you got Wagner, Porter Jr., Randall, your guard, your rookie guard, and Igor, all those guys can shoot. Every last one of them. Mm-hmm. So if you running a bunch of pick and rolls and making these guys run around, chase people, all of them have the ability to slash and get into the lane and score, correct? Even if you bring Danny Wolf off the bench, correct?
Yeah, that is correct. But I would say Danny Wolf has a more perimeter skill set than Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner is more of catch and go. Yeah, Danny Wolf is more of a get the ball off the rebound and Danny Wolf can actually run. Danny Wolf can actually run offense.
Yeah, he can actually play point center if you wanted him to. He did that in college.
Yes.
So that's why I said I think you guys' roster is a little bit better than what you think. It's not what you want. I got it. But if you're playing an open positionless scheme like I thought you guys were going to play by getting those players, I think you're going to make some guys really frustrated this year trying to run around and guard all those dudes. And if you're hitting shots, don't be surprised if you beat a couple of teams. You like, man, we weren't supposed to win that game. I'm telling you.
Listen, a lot of people think we did that last year in the tankathon series that we were supposed to do, but because the tanking ain't go right. I personally believe that if we would have finished bottom of the league, the Chicago Bulls would still get a higher pick than us because the NBC runs the NBA now, and they want to see that Bulls Knicks bullshit that they had in the 90s. But that's not the point, bro. Like my point is, just going back to your point about it being better in terms of the perimeter. I think that Jordy Fernandez wants to run a 5-man perimeter-based type spacing type offense, and frustrating a lot of teams offensively and on defensive rebounds, bro. Like I think being able to speed the game up with Mikal as a ball handler or anybody that gets the rebound, bro, I think is speeding the game up because we got a backcourt full of shooters that's going to get up the court and just bombs away. I expect, like, if we shooting the ball, shoot it. If we going all in on shooting, go all in. The hell with it.
Now, what's going to really hurt you guys this upcoming season, and then I'm going to let you guys have it, is teams that can slow the game down. And that's teams like the Raptors that can put it in Kawhi's hands and let him slow it down. Teams like the 76ers that can slow it down. Mm-hmm. Teams like Boston and them, y'all gonna get them Miami. Yeah, they can slow it down. But teams like Boston, you'll get them a run for their money, bro, because they want to shoot all them threes. Y'all get those quick rebounds, take it down the court. I think you guys could play with them if they don't slow down the pace. Any team that wants to run, I think you guys could play with them all day long. It's those teams that could slow it down. That's going to hurt you.
I would say this, Pat. Like, if we go in all in on this starting five, Mikal Brown Jr. is the only person in that lineup that's under 6'9". You got Jaeger, who's 6'9". You got MPJ, who's 6'10". You got Randall, who's 6'10", and you got Danny Wolf, who's about 6'10", 6'11".
That's why I say any team that can't slow it down, if you're trying to shoot over these long, I know y'all don't have a huge 7-footer. I get it. But if you got a bunch of guys that's in your lineup that's 6'8" or higher in almost every position, and they got arm length, if you come down there trying to jack up threes all day and you missing, that's what's going to allow Brooklyn to beat you this season coming up. I'm telling you.
I think so as well.
Things that y'all ain't supposed to beat, but
I think so as well. I think I think everything is going to be based on potential, and potential and which a lot of us don't like. I mean, we impatient, but I mean, potential is really what we all really have. Potential development.
I'm impatient with the GM, bro.
He got job security, so I'm done being impatient with him. So, like, look.
I'll give Jordy Fernandez time to develop these players. I'll give him that. But this fucking GM, get this motherfucker the fuck out of here. I'm sick of this dude. I'm tired.
I would say this, bro. Like, listen. Personally, I wanted Caleb Wilson. Congratulations, Pat.
Me too.
You did. The NBA decided to screw us once again. Yes. It is what it is. But I would say this, bro. Personally, in terms of offensive potential, development, and scheme, is going to win us a lot of games this year. and bullshit ass shot making, because we're gonna have to hit a lot of bullshit ass shots.
And I'm with you on the backcourt. I love Mikael Brown Jr. I thought he should have been the pick over Acuff, even though a lot of people wanted Acuff. But Yegor, we got to see more from Yegor. Didn't see a lot from him last year, but he does have the potential to be one of those dudes that could put it up as far as shooting is concerned.
Right.
So when you combine that with somebody that's more of a playmaker, Mikael Brown Jr., with the shooting of Yegor, then I do like that backcourt. And they both are taller guards, which I also like. With Mikael being, I think he's 6'4".
He about 6'5". I think he grew since the draft.
Bro. These dudes do grow. He's right.
They still grow after the draft, bro. So if he starts the season and he's 6'7", I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that Bulls next game is going to be pretty funny. It'll be pretty cool to look at because we got similar type skill sets.
Y'all do have similar type skill sets, but the only thing about y'all got way too many goddamn international players in y'all on them. Realistically speaking, bro, it's one too many, bro. Giddey is cool. I definitely like Bazalis and
fire.
We sent y'all Claxton for a box of Skittles, basically. Like y'all can have him, but realistically, I think that bullshit shot making is probably going to win us a lot of games, because we're going to get a lot of open threes and a lot of open looks, and that's probably what we're looking for as a 3-point lineup.
We have to outscore teams, and that is for sure, man. But I'm gonna wrap this one up, fellas, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Hit that like and subscribe button for the Aboriginal Sports Network, and also for all the content creators on the panel right here. We got Leaf Diggy, we got Big Pat Sports Talk, and of course our main man, the Man Cave, in the building, man. So tap in, y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe button for the fellas. Also go sub to Hardcore Sports Network as well. Do a lot of content over there, man. Appreciate those brothers.
Mitch is happy right now.
Tapping in. Yeah, Mitch with his Sixers. It's so we all Eastern Conference over here, man. So y'all definitely tap in, man. But appreciate each and every one of y'all. And Pat, take us out, bro.
All right. This has been NBA Heat Check, man, with the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. You see the cast, get Big Leaf, Big Cave, Big Unpopular, and Big Pat, man, doing big things for the Aboriginal Sports Network. Thank y'all for watching. And until the next Heat Check, and I always got to leave you with a nugget. Looks like Kevin Looney's going to sign with the Knicks.
I'm so happy, man. I'm over the moon.
But to the next Heat Check, man, y'all have a good one, man.
Right.
That's bad shit.